Hello there, and welcome to episode 6 of Eurovoix super early Eurovision predictions. I'm Alistair, and the next player holding on to hope is Neil in Dundalk. Hello.
Hi, Alistair. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So, can you tell us what's happened in the last year? Of course, you were in Belgium last time we were having this call.
Yes, that's a big thing. I have since moved back to Ireland, got a new job. I also went to Junior Eurovision in Madrid, went to this other thing called Eurovision in Basel this year. Not sure if you've heard of it. And while I was in Basel, my my nephew was born, and I have been made his godfather. So quite a lot has
Oh.
happened during the last year.
That's amazing. Everything amazing happens in Eurovision week, I think.
Yeah. But now his birthday's going to be in Eurovision week every single year.
Oh, of course it is. I can't tell
Please
whether
don't
that's
tell
a
my
good thing
sister
or a bad
that.
thing for him.
Please don't show my sister this video.
So, before we play back your interview from last year, I have to tell you we have played 5 interviews back, and to avoid the bottom spot, you need to beat 30 points. Are you ready?
I'm
The
ready.
date is the 4th of June 2024, and the contestant is.
Neil Farron.
Well, very best of luck. These are the questions. What will be the date of the grand final?
The 10th of May,
Who will be the host city?
Zurich.
What will be the venue?
Hallenstadion.
How many countries will compete?
38.
Okay, that's more than this year, so fingers crossed. Will the Netherlands stay in the contest?
As much as I don't want it to happen, I'm going to say no.
Will United by Music still remain the slogan?
I hope not.
Who will be a presenter of the contest?
Krista Rigozzi.
Okay. Will there be any changes to the voting system?
Yes. I'm not sure what the changes will be. Maybe, well, if I had to guess, maybe limiting the number of votes per person.
Okay. Which country will stay in the grand final?
I was going to be smart and say one of the big five, but Finland.
Okay. Which country will leave the grand final?
Oh, this is a hard one. Georgia. I'm sorry, Darshan.
Which country will return to the grand final?
Belgium.
Okay. Which country will stay out of the grand final?
San Marino.
Poor things. Name a Eurovision artist you think could return.
Didn't really think this one through. Justina Steczkowska.
Okay. Name a spokesperson for the voting sequence.
Andrei Shahu.
What will be the winner's path to the grand final?
Semi-final one.
Okay. How will the winner be determined?
Jury winner.
Okay. Will the winner sing in their national or foreign language or a mixture?
A mixture.
Okay. What slot number will the winner perform in the final?
22.
What will be the winning score?
590.
Okay. And the big question, who will be the winner of the Eurovision Song Contest 2025?
Oh. Another one I really should have thought through. Croatia.
Okay. Well, those are all the questions. Thank you and good luck.
I'm definitely not finishing first this time round.
So I'm sure you're very smug because I've heard you bring it up since February, but well done on forecasting the almighty return of Justyna Stepskowska.
Yeah, I knew deep down in my bones that Mother had something planned. And she did.
And you were absolutely right. However, I do need to bring you down to earth and say, of course, your guess on who will win the whole thing didn't even manage to qualify. What happened there?
Well, people didn't vote for it. That's how it didn't get through to the final. So
Okay,
if everyone
Captain
could, so if people could listen to, if people could somehow get my prediction for next year and just vote for that, I'd be very much grateful.
Well, Neil, we know you're not last. Shall we see where
Yes!
you're currently on the scoreboard?
So, like, I didn't want to be last. That was all I wanted. So yeah, let's see where I am. Not going to do as well as last year though.
So, yes, currently 4th out of 5. Rebecca has stopped you from coming last at the moment.
Thanks for taking one for the team there, Rebecca. You're the real MVP.
Well, Neil, thank you so much for joining us today on our episode. Will you be coming back for 2026?
Of course I will. I already have everything set in my mind where I'm going to be for it.
Amazing. Thank you, Neil.
Thanks, Alistair.